Hello everyone, and today I will be showing you, my name is Olectralab, today I'm going to be showing you how to put the batteries back into these guns. So here I have some little gel guns, these little toy gel guns, and you may know that they get flat. Eventually they get flat and you're going to have to take the battery in and out and fix it. So on this big one, there's a little flap underneath the handle here. You'd think it was in the stock, but it's actually under the handle. You just flip this up here, and that's going to give you a little cable. Now you can just go ahead, reach on inside here if you can. It's a little bit tricky sometimes because the wires are a bit loose. But if we just pull this out, we should have a cable here, and we should be able to get our battery, which is hopefully charged now. I'll just put this down so you guys can see. I'm just going to line these up, click them together. It's pretty simple. Then we just go ahead and push this guy in like so. Let's just make sure it's around the right way. Then we can clip this back in, and now if we flick the safety off, that should be ready to go. We can just go ahead and shoot it and it'll be fine. For this one over here, it's actually in the back of the stock. So there's a little tab here that you've got to flip open. Just go ahead and pull the wire out, and that should give you the little tab, and then we just go ahead and connect the little tab. You can tell which way they go. These ones go like this. So I hope my camera's focusing here, but you just clip this together. It's pretty straightforward. And then we just go ahead and put the battery back in. And it can be a little awkward sometimes. I think there might even be enough room in here to store the charger, which would be a really good idea. In case, so you don't, lose it. You can just go ahead and stuff the charger in there. It's a little bit ragtag sort of thing to do, but you can fit the whole charger in the back of the stock here. I don't know if you'll be able to do it with this one here. If you figured out how to take this back end stock, you might be able to put it in there, or you could maybe store it in here. This one here I know has a removable magazine. You could take this apart and use it to store because it's not actually used for anything. The gel's actually goes in through the roof here. This little pop tab comes off and the bullets go in there. But yeah, really useful thing. I'll just see really briefly if we can actually store the whole charger, because that's really useful for not losing the charger if you can just stuff the whole thing in there. It's just a little risky is all. So if we just stuff this in here, it can just be a little bit harder to get it out, is the only problem that I'm worried about here. We just go ahead and stuff these cables all the way in. She'll be right. Come on, there we go. And she's fine. And that's clipped up all together. So now we have the charger built into the handle here, so we don't have to worry about losing the charger or anything. These balls here have been gelling up over the last, I would say, hour. It says that it takes 4 hours to charge these boys up. I really don't think it takes that long. It's a lot faster. The instruction manual's like put them in for 4 hours. These canisters are full and nearly ready to explode with half the time. As you can see here, I put a little bit too much water in this one. So basically you just put the ammo in here and you fill it up with water, and that's how you get the thing. I may as well just do a test run, because when my little brother comes over I will probably just be buying more ammunition. Simply because I can't for the life of me be bothered filling them up manually myself too often. We just go ahead and screw this in here. Is that the right way? I think that's the right way. Just go ahead and screw the thing in. So you got to screw it all the way. Now there's a little bit of water leakage. I'm hoping this doesn't damage the machine if you put over water in there. That might be why they tell you to go 4 hours. But once we've got this bad boy loaded, oh, see, we've got water leaking out of the bottom here. So that can be a problem because this is a water gun. But I'll just demonstrate it in the shower so that the beads just get flushed down the drain. If we just flick the safety switch off real quick. There's a little red safety switch under here. Go over here. Oh, just a second. There we go. And as you can see, these guys are just biodegradable little water balls. So if they get lost and everything, it's not really a big deal if it damages anything, because it's just water. And it's not dyed or anything. It's just that the plastic on the outside is blue. So it's not going to leave like stains all over your wall or anything like that, which is great. Or it shouldn't do. Let's see, test it on the wall. Actually, no, not. I promised I wouldn't use this inside, so I'm not going to test it on the whiteboard. But that's how that one goes. I may as well show you how to use the rest of these guys. This one is actually tight. I put too many of the little beads in and it's quite tight, so you don't want to put too many of the little beads in. See, this one is really packed. It's not really enough water to fill it up. But this scope here, which I'll just let you see through the scope real quick, because it's quite a neat little scope. You can see my medieval armor over there, which is great for winning at gel wars. a little pauldron over there in the end of the scope. But this guy just slides right off, so we just pull this entire thing off. And then we just take this attachment off that I've stored on the side here. And for some reason these guns aren't all cross compatible, so they're not always going to work, but we'll just slide this guy on. Make sure that the hole lines up. You've got to make sure, see if we've got the lighting there, you've got to make sure the little hole is lined up there, otherwise sometimes the gel balls just don't go in. And then we just take the lid off this guy. Oh, it's exploding. It's pressurized. Oh no, I put too many balls in. Okay, so don't put too many balls in or it'll over pressurize the canister and explode all over the floor when you open it. I just learned that for the first time just then. We just plug this guy in, it's bursting with ammo. And the amount that I put in wasn't even that much. It was probably like a small handful of little plastic beads, and it just soaked up all the water. This guy's got a strap so I can put him on my side. I'll just show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on me. A little strap here to keep it, and you can just put this one to the side while you carry your main weapon. All of these together, including the glasses and the containers, cost me only $100. It was $100, or under $100 actually. It was $97, and that was for all of these. And oh look, they've gone everywhere and I've squished them, but when they squish they just turn into like a water powder and they just sort of vaporize and disappear, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Try not to get these into your carpet, but they shouldn't stain if they get into the carpet. It's just water. But it's a very cool device. I'm really tempted to see what this guy sounds like on full, because I've only tested this one when it was a bit flat. So I'll just go outside really quickly to test this, because I don't want to test this inside, just so I don't get in trouble. But if we aim this at the wall, I see. So it's not working currently. Here we go. Got to switch the safety. This is the safety. It says semi and then auto. You just got to switch it to auto. I think it might be off, and then this is semi, and then this is auto. Ah dear. Look at that. There we go. That's really dishing out the balls. We'll see how far it goes. Oh, look at that. Now, a little issue is if there's not enough water for them to swell for the full 4 hours, they might not be big enough to really get gripped by the machinery that's inside this. So I should be able to hit that post over there if we just aim this really carefully. Let's go over here. Yeah, so the range on this little guy isn't great, but the big guy is definitely better. I imagine the range isn't like this because there's probably rules as to how fast you're allowed to shoot it. But that is basically how it works. I sure hope those guys over there aren't bothered by this. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Just shoot the chair. It's not going to do much damage. I can shoot myself in the foot, and it's not going to really do any damage. So that is excellent for younger people, because it's not going to injure you basically, which is really good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have an excellent day. Goodbye.